Hello there. Welcome to my show, COVID-19 Update by Heerak. For August 21, 2020. This is TGIF. Yes, it's it's beach day. Yay! It's still summer, August 21st, but it's gonna be gone soon. Yeah, soon it'll be September and you can't go to the beach anymore. So you gotta make the best of it. Go to the beach, have fun, play with some beach ball, beach sports. Yeah, you know, uh, this is time to go and have fun in the beach. Um, yeah, and I march for the ocean, obviously. I love the ocean. I love swimming. I love like jumping the waves, snorkeling. I don't like scuba diving. I think it's too claustrophobic for me to be in all that gear under the water and not worth it. But yeah, I like eating fish. I love octopus. I love squid. Um, yeah, I like everything. Lobsters. Things that come from the sea that taste so good. Clams, crabs. Oh my gosh, so good. Um, not kosher, but good. Thank God I'm not a Jew. I could eat all this stuff, lobster and clam and crabs, all these unkosher food, which is like amazingly good. Oh, excuse me. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, yeah. Um, Today is National Brazil Blowout Day. And Brazil Blowout is straightening your hair. You know how women when they have long flowing blonde hair that's beautiful, that's like straight, and they just go like this, and then the hair like flies. Sends flutter down all the guys' hearts. But yeah, like that woman over there in bikini. Yeah, just swinging her hair. Yeah, so yeah, it's August, beach time. Go to the beach. You could enjoy Brazil blowout. Yeah, Brazil blowout day. Yeah, that's today. Brazil blowout day. Yeah, nice hair, isn't it? Yeah, beautiful hair. Um, yes, it's summer, but winter's coming soon. So I thought, I'd remind you that winter's coming soon with some photos from the winter. Um, Obviously, you wouldn't dress like that in the winter time. But it's not fun having photos of people like in Eskimo outfits, right? So yes, winter's coming soon. And none of the ski resorts will be open probably. Nobody will be skiing anywhere in America. Um, Bravo, Utah, Colorado, nobody's going to be swimming. Skiing. People will be dying. I'm predicting that in the flu season there will be at least, like not yeah, around 1 million or at least 1 million people dying per month. At the rate that we're going, I think that's possible. Obviously, I'm trying to reduce that. That's why I created this show, COVID-19 Update by Heerak Show. But yeah, we're projected to go to like 1 million deaths per month. Um, Dr. Fauci said we're gonna have worse situation with COVID-19 than Spanish flu of 1918. And Spanish flu of 1918 was pretty bad, but it lasted only 2 years. And in the second flu season, they had like nearly 50 million people die. Um, now the population is much bigger than in 1918, right? We have our population is much larger than it was in like 100 years ago. So yeah, we're expecting a lot of people to die, probably more than 50 million, maybe even 100 million will die in the second flu season. Technically, this is the second flu season, although we did not have a full flu season first time around. Um, so yeah, so if there's 100 million people who die in the world, 25 million of them will be in America because right now 25% of all deaths in the world is in America. So we're looking at yeah, we're looking at a lot of deaths. So if there's 50 million deaths around the world, at the current rate of 25% death being in America, we'll have 12.5 million deaths. And it's feasible. When you think about it, let's say you have 30,000 people dying in a major city like New York, and you have another 30,000 people dying in another city in your state, maybe like Buffalo or, somewhere, some other place, and you have 60,000 people dying per state, right? So in Virginia, let's say, like, Fairfax area and then Richmond area, you have 30,000 each in those two areas, is 60,000, right? So if you have 60,000 people dying in each state, there are 50 states. And every state has a big city, like Alaska has Anchorage, right? Um, Indiana has Indianapolis. Alabama has Mobile, Alabama, Montgomery, Alabama. Every state has a big city. We could easily have 30,000 dying in one of those cities or the larger city, including the suburbs, and then 30,000 dying in another city, right? So it's definitely possible. So let's say 60,000 are dying per state, and we have 50 states. That's 3 million people dying. So I'm sure we'll have at least 3 million people die because we'll have an average of 60,000 deaths per state, average. Some more, some, mostly more. We're talking about 6 months, right? The flu season is like 6 months long, from beginning to the end. Um, in America, in 2020, we only experienced death during like what, end of March and April, month and a half. Now we're getting a full 6 months. Um, and the height of flu season is not in April, obviously. It's like in December, January, in the middle of the winter. So I think we could easily have 60,000 deaths per state, in which case 50 states, 3 million. We're definitely going to have at least 3 million Americans die in the flu season. Um, but it could be that we have 12.5 million. We could have 25 million. We don't know. But I think we'll have at least 3 million Americans die. That's 100%, close to 100% sure, barring any miracle. Because science is science. We can project certain things, right? And right now it's middle of summer, August, hottest time in the summer. I mean, for God's sake, there's like hundreds of fires in California because it's so hot, right? And 5 people have died from these wildfires in California. There's hundreds of fires raging right now as we speak. So California, if you're watching, shout out to California. You probably feel like looking at these photos, you're like, breath of fresh air. Although the women may give you some heat, so you may not feel so cool just looking at these photos with snow in them. But thank God for beautiful women, right? God created beautiful women. But yeah, California is suffering a lot from forest fires. And in fact, there are over 15 states in America that are currently suffering from forest fires. This is the hardest time of the year, August. Um, and in this hottest time of the year, what do we have? We have like around 50,000 or more COVID-19 per day. In 10 days, we have 500,000 cases. 100 days, we have 5 million cases. We haven't reached 100 days yet, but in 10 days, we have 50,000 cases. We have a lot of cases. And eventually, we'll hit 100 days, and our cases will go far above 5 million, will go above 10 million. So that's coming. 100 days from now, we have over 10 million, obviously. And death rate is going up consistently at over 1,000 per day. And that's going to start increasing once we enter flu season. And I'm predicting like per day, we could easily have 10,000 deaths per day in flu season. Um, Yeah. So yeah, let's see what happens. I'm hoping like nobody dies, but that's being unrealistic. It's like saying, I hope there's a Santa Claus. There isn't a Santa Claus. This is a show for adults, so no kids should be watching this. I don't want to destroy your little picture of Santa Claus, but you know, yeah. So yeah, so that's coming. Yeah, massive death. A lot of people are going to die. There's going to be no fun. That's why you need to go and have fun now. It's summer. This is the time to have fun. Because when you're outside, it's hard to get COVID because there's no ceiling, right? Skies are limit, and sky continues forever, right? Or nearly forever. And so this is the time to go to the beach, have fun. Make sure you don't go inside a building because inside a building, it's easier to get COVID-19. But if you stay outside all the time, it's hard to get it. And make sure you are 6 feet away from everyone, and then you wear a mask when talk to people or you're near someone. So yeah, enjoy yourself because this is like COVID-19. There's a high chance that you're gonna die before Christmas. Because think about it, minimum 3 million people are projected to die in the flu season. Um, and as you can see, all the states are increasing COVID-19 cases. So yeah, we'll easily have 16,000 deaths in every state. So yeah, so we're looking at minimum 3 million deaths in the flu season. So many of you will die, especially if you live in concentrated areas like Arlington, Virginia, Alexandria, Virginia, Fairfax, Virginia, Falls Church, Virginia. Um, Falls Church is more spread out, but or New York City, or Philadelphia, or Indianapolis, Indiana, like crowded cities, there's going to be tons of that. So you want to go and have fun and, you know, uh, swim with the fishes, catch some fish, eat the fish that you catch. So you don't want to miss out on beach fun before the beach closes, right? The beach is closing, what, in a couple of weeks. And then it's going to be closed. Beach is going to be closing until May 27th in the East Coast USA, where we are, Virginia, New Jersey, Delaware, Maryland, Washington, D.C., Pennsylvania, New York, Connecticut, Rhode Island, right? Beach is going to close, and Labor Day is going to keep closed. It's going to be closed until May. Yeah. So this is the time to go and have fun. You don't want to miss out on the fun. I mean, geez, beach is going to close in a couple of weeks. So go out and have fun. Obviously, yeah. I mean, you may die by December 25th, Christmas Day. So this is the right time to go out and have fun. Yeah, and obviously you want to build some memory with your family and kids. Um, yeah, there's going to be no skiing this Christmas. It's going to be all COVID death everywhere. No ski resort will be open. No ski resort restaurants will be open. No ski resort towns will be open, uh, accepting tourists. So if you count on ski resort business for anything, you can't count on that this Christmas because everything will be closed. People will be dying like in large numbers. So this is probably the last time you can really have fun. Yeah, that's why you don't want to waste this time to have fun. For God's sake, you want to throw away your chance for fun. A couple of weeks later, beaches are all closed everywhere in the East Coast. New Jersey beaches, Virginia beaches, South Carolina beaches, North Carolina beaches, Maryland beaches, Delaware beaches. Geez, New York beaches, everything will be closed. You want to miss out on the fun now? Are you kidding me? You're going to be like stuck in your apartment, stuck in your home by yourself, and you won't be allowed to socialize, and people be dying everywhere in the fall and winter, and you want to give up this opportunity to have fun? Does that make sense? Oh, so go out and have fun. Yeah, so right now we have 175,343 total deaths in America because in the last 24 hours, 1,095 people have died. Yeah, so we're having over 1,000 people die, over 50, like around 50,000 or more cases. So our total cases are at 5,621,035. Um, and look at the top five American states with COVID cases. I mean, geez, it's a lot. Um, California has 658,821 cases, and their death rate is at 11,946. Well, that's the death number. The rate is 2%. And their death is kind of steady, over 100. Their cases are steady at like around 5,000 or more every day. Going into flu season, you can expect California to have a lot of deaths. It's unfortunate, it's sad, but it's true. What can you do? That's coming. Um, and Florida is number two at 593, 286 cases, and the death rate is at 2%. And the total number of deaths is 10,168. So, yeah, that's a lot. See, right now we're having like 10,000, nearly, you know, like 10,000 deaths in the summer. So in the winter, having 60,000 is going to be easy peasy. It's going to be happening everywhere in every state. So like California, Florida, Texas, they have like a couple 100,000 cases. Deaths, we don't know. But it may be that most of the death, majority, the biggest number of death may be in Midwest. You may have like Illinois having like a couple 100,000 deaths, Michigan, couple 100,000 deaths, Indiana, couple 100,000 deaths, Ohio, couple 100,000 deaths. Because, flu season, winter in Midwest states are horrible. So, yeah, so you may see a lot of death in these states like New Hampshire, Maine, Massachusetts, Connecticut, Rhode Island, like northern areas, with a lot of snow. So we may see a lot of death there. On the other hand, you never know. Because in the summer, we thought there would be no death in hot areas like Florida, California, Texas, but they had the greatest deaths, right? So warmer areas may also have a lot of death. We don't know. So right now with flu season coming, we just don't know what to expect because experts don't know what COVID-19 is. So we really don't know what to expect right now. And that's the scariest part about COVID and flu season. Um, you should go and get your flu shots. Give your children flu shots. CVS is open right now, CVS pharmacy, so you can go there and get flu shots. Walgreens pharmacies have flu shots. You can go there, you could go there. Don't go tomorrow. Go to the beach tomorrow. Have fun tomorrow, but during one of the school days, you just go during one of the evenings and get a flu shot. So you could do that next week. Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. Yeah, you still have some time until the flu season starts. It takes like 3 to 4 weeks for the flu vaccine to kick in, so you don't want to wait too long. So you want to get in like by end of September at the latest. But you have time. But you don't have time for what? Beach day. Because beach day is going to be gone on Labor Day, which is like a couple weeks away. No more beach for you. No more beach for anyone in the East Coast. So yeah, have fun at the beach. Um, yeah, what can you say, right? Um, yeah, Texas is number three, 585,632 cases, and the death rate is 2%. And total deaths so far in Texas, it's getting up there. It's going to surpass California, maybe. It's at 11,418. New York, obviously, the deaths are from the first peak in March to April. Um, but at that time, other cities didn't really have many cases, but now we do. So this flu season, every city is going to be like New York, except New York only had about a month of flu season, but we're going to have like 5, 6 months of it. So, multiply 32,000 by 5, 150,000 then, right? That's what New York would have had if they experienced the whole flu season. But they did. They only experienced like a month of it. So you see what I'm saying? So you gotta do the math. If 32,000 die in like a month, a little over a month, then in 5 months you're gonna have 150,000 deaths, right? mathematically. So they kind of do the math like that, but it's going to be far more than 150,000. Let's say New York this winter. I'm predicting 1 million people will die in winter this in New York City, New York State alone. Um, but you got to do the math because yes, 32,000 die around a month, but a little over a month. But the problem is, nurses will die, doctors will die, hospitals will run out of ventilators, beds, so the death rate is going to be exponentially greater because after a while, people are going to jump dead left and right. So that's coming in New York. I predict the greatest number of deaths will be in New York City, New York. Um, it happened once there. It can happen again. We all know that there's only qualified immunity, meaning people who had it in March and April, they might have been immune for a month or so, but they're not immune anymore. So all of them can get it again. So yeah, a lot of people are going to die in New York. So my prediction is New York will have the most number of deaths. I'm predicting like a million deaths in 6 months, right? That's like 1 month. 6 months from beginning to end of the flu season, and things are open, and there are more cases. Exposure. People are flying in from other states to go to college, and it's going to be messy. So I'm predicting also that 10,000 nurses will die by Christmas. And from my clinical nurse leader program, there's 25 of us who are pinned. We are done. We are out of here. We are out of here from Georgetown. 25 of us clinical nurse leader, 2020. Um, yeah, so all of us are preparing for our NCLEX RN exam because our program is a master's program, Masters of Science in Nursing program, in Clinical Nurse Leader program. Um, but none of us have RN license because we did our bachelor's in another major, not nursing. And this program, Clinical Nurse Leader program, does not accept anybody with an RN license. So they only accept people who are not registered nurses. So 25, 34 of us were accepted. So none of us had RN license. And for 2 years, we study everything that is required for RN license, and also we study what we need to study in order to become clinical nurse leaders. Because leaders is like an MBA. A lot of people who get MBA have no work experience, like around the world. Like you get a bachelor's, get an MBA without any work experience. It's possible in some schools, and then you get straight tracked into management, like middle management. So you have no work experience. So these things happen at the managerial level. So clinical nurse leader master's program at Georgetown and other places, it's kind of like a managerial degree. You learn to manage, uh, hospital units. So technically you don't need experience to be able to manage things. Right? You need managerial skills, you need managerial knowledge, stuff like that. So we get all that training, but we also get trained to take the RN nurse exam and NCLEX RN. So all 25 of us are studying frantically right now to take NCLEX RN exam and pass. So, so I'm preparing as well. Um, yeah. So yeah, we're all excited, about this exam. Generally, 100% of us pass, but because of COVID-19, situation may be a little bit different this year than other years. It's just things are very, very different. So I want to do a shout out to my clinical nurse leader members, CNL, 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 2020, 2020, CNL, CNL, 2020, yay! Obviously, you only have two weeks left to the beach, so make sure you go to the beach and have fun. I won't miss out on the fun, my gosh. But yeah. So yeah, I mean, don't don't go back on the beach. It's gonna be gone in 2 weeks, and you're gonna have nothing for like 6 months, 7 months, 8 months. There's gonna be nothing. Everything's gonna be closed. You're gonna be locked inside your home. Every restaurants are going to be closed. The bars will be closed. Cafes will be closed. Bowling alleys will be closed. Everything will be closed. Everything will start shutting down. as many people start dying. Yeah. So this is time to have fun. Last time to go see beautiful bikini-clad women in the beaches. Yeah, don't miss out on that. You're not going to have bikini-clad women in the winter. Yeah, I'll assure you. You know, unless you're married to one who's going to be wearing a bikini for you. But if you're not, you know, you're not going to see any bikini in the wintertime anywhere. Yeah. So, yeah, you're not going to be meeting anybody anywhere in the winter. You'll be like locked inside your home. And you may be like suffering from COVID and you may die. You know, it's going to be a bad winter. So, yeah, go out to the beach. Can I get a 5 on the beach? Give me a 5 on the beach. Yeah, don't miss out on the beach. I mean, geez, you know, you will have no beach in 2 weeks. Yeah, you'll just have everything that's all your fun is going to shut down in a few weeks. So have fun now when you can. Don't miss out on the fun. My gosh, how are you going to last 6 months of monastic life? No fun, no food, like no restaurant, no bar, no cafe, no bowling alley, no stadiums. You're not going to be able to go watch your favorite singer perform. You're not going to be able to go see your favorite team play in your sports bar. You're going to have none of that. You're having nothing. Everything you had last November, you're not going to have any of that. No sports bar for you. No, yeah, you can't even bring people into your home. You know, some states are going to issue a stay-at-home order, and it'll be illegal for you to bring your friends to your home. Yeah, so that's coming. Yeah, yeah. So have fun. Um, Georgia is number 5. So Georgia is doing the best out of the number 5 states. Their cases are much lower than the other states. You know, Georgia is 249,630. Their death is 4,998, 2% rate. So Georgia is doing the best out of all top 5. So, but still, you know, a lot of people have died. A lot of people are still dying. So, but as I said, all 50 states will have over 60,000 deaths per state. We're going to have minimum 3 million deaths from COVID in America. Minimum. Yeah, that's definitely. Just think about it. 6 months of flu season, people will be dying. Yeah, there'll be nothing out there. Nothing. Just COVID reigning supreme. Um, Yeah, that's coming. You know, flu season is coming in a few weeks. But there's no reason for you to be locked in your home, depressed right now, because beach is waiting. Look at those beautiful women. They are waiting for you to come to the beach. Virginia Beach, um, you know, North Carolina beaches, Myrtle Beach, Ocean City, Maryland, uh, you know, New Jersey Shore, Wildwood, Cape May, you know, Ocean City, New Jersey. You have a lot of beaches in Delaware. Yeah, beaches are waiting for you. You don't want to disappoint the beautiful women, you know. Yeah, and also, you know, you never know. You may meet your future wife in the beach, you know. I mean, you know, people meet people like in the beach. People meet people like, you know, in social events. Uh, and, you know, when you look at the women in the beach, you know, they have really nice body, right? So it's not like, you know, you know, you could check that off your checklist. But yeah, some women, you know, I would say if you're thin, you know, your body's gonna look beautiful. You know, being thin is a half the battle. Um, yeah, you know, it's hard not to have a beautiful body when you're thin because you know your tummy will be tucked in. You know, and obviously there's natural fat in your buttocks, in your breast, so that's gonna kind of be accentuated and your arms are gonna be thin, your legs are gonna be thin, your waistline will be thin, your shoulders will be thin, so it'll be shapely. You know, so being thin is like half the battle for women in terms of looking beautiful. And obviously, you can have a Brazilian blow and have nice, straight, beautiful hair. It could be a little wavy too, you know, but yeah, I mean, you can try different hairstyles, you know. That's um, yeah. So yeah, there's like a winter swimming pool. You know, I guess you could. You know, some people like to swim in the winter in the swimming pool with like hot water in it or whatever. I wouldn't recommend it. But yeah, so there's a connection between winter and summer if you wanted to make the connection. But yeah, winter, you know, swimming in the winter is just kind of, unless you have an indoor pool. Some people have an indoor pool to swim inside an indoor pool, but not everybody has an indoor pool. And public pools will be all closed, obviously. Restaurants will be closed, bars will be closed, cafes will be closed, you know, bowling alley will be closed, sports bars will be closed, you know, stadium sports like NHL hockey will be closed, basketball will be closed, everything will be closed in the winter. As Netflix start riding, yeah, you'll see. Um, yeah, so go out and have fun. I mean, it's beach time. It's beach time. You know, so have fun. Moose is like saying, what what's going to happen then? What's going to happen with the winter? Because Moose likes winter better than summer, although he likes the beautiful bikini-clad women. So that's why he's smiling with a, you know, like a big wide smile. But yeah, I don't know. I can't tell if Harry the Owl is smiling or not. He just kind of looks very intense, you know. But yeah, and so you know, I hope you have fun tomorrow at the beach. You have like 2 weekends left, basically, before beaches close down. You have this weekend, next weekend, right? Isn't that it? And then no more beaches, right? If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's this weekend and next weekend. No more beaches after that. So how are you gonna miss beach tomorrow? Hey guys, you don't want to miss beach tomorrow. You have 2 weekends left on the beach vacation for you and your family with your children. I mean, geez, 2 more weekends left and no more beach, and your children may die. You may die before Christmas. So enjoy your weekend. TGIF. Can I get a 5 on enjoying the weekend? Can I get a 5 on enjoying the weekend? Yeah. So yeah, I hope you have fun tomorrow. I guess you know. I just wanted to let you know that 2 more weekends are left. Obviously, I want you to survive COVID-19 and your children to survive COVID-19. Part of that, I believe, is you need to have fun when you can. Because when you can't have fun anymore, you need some storage of fun that you could draw from, right? Because your children will be locked in home with you. It'll be really, really stuffy. You're gonna be in the same house or same apartment for 6 months, basically doing nothing outside of your home. So this is a time to go out and have fun when it's warm outside. Go out to the mountains. Go out to, I would say go to the beach because you only have 2 weekends left for the beach. So go to the beach. Just stay with your family. You'll be fine because you know, just don't talk to people. You know, wear a mask if you're talking to people, but try not to talk to people outside of your home. Have fun. Yeah, don't miss out on the fun. I mean, you need fun for mental health purposes to stay sane. You need to have fun this weekend. So go and have fun at Virginia Beach, Ocean City. There are a lot of beaches nearby, wherever you are. Drive a couple hours, you're at the beach. Yeah, start out early tomorrow, you know, because you have to come back early, right? There's nothing to do really in the evenings. So yeah, so go to the beach and have fun. Yeah, beach is where you should be tomorrow. So that's I feel like that's the most important message for today. You know, over 1,000 people are dying every day. You know, like over or around or over 50,000 people are getting COVID every day. And I showed you how minimum 3 million Americans are projected to die this winter. Your flu season, you know, 6 months flu season starts in the fall, ends in the spring, includes all of winter. So 6 months of flu season, minimum 3 million, but maybe up to 25 million Americans will die, depending on how many people die in the world, right? It's 25% of us die generally, you know, whatever the rate is in the world. So that's the ratio that we have. Yeah, so enjoy tomorrow. Go have fun. You know, go have fun. You know, you don't want to miss out on the fun, you know, because soon you're not going to have fun. You're not going to have fun for 6 months. So yeah, go and enjoy yourselves. And I'll see you tomorrow when you get back from beach. And then I'll give you some more helpful information that will help you survive COVID-19. So I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Have fun.